Hello and welcome to my game design document and illustrations of the Rare Elements game. The story goes as the planet Eldar is now abandoned to its fate since the last biological and non-biological species on the face of the planet fought to death. Now, due to an experiment conducted by Mother Nature in that planet, the elements have now acquired emotions and personalities, which later on leads to a race between which will conquer the others. The story begins with our four main elements in the planet, which are fire, this one, soil, that is this one, water, this one, and wind, which is this one, which after a series of obstacles convey into one and become the forces of both light and darkness, which are this one will be darkness and this one will be light. Which are then separated, and that goes after they recollide into a fight that will determine the fate of the world. The ambient. It is an abandoned planet now ruled by nature. It is having an internal war between elements that have adopted emotions and movement like biological species that used to habit on the planet. Here we have an example of a place. This is the fire region in the game. As we can see, it is filled with fire. And going on, it is the game mechanics. The game is designed to work in both mobile platforms such as iOS and Android, as well as macOS, Windows, and Linux distributions. In mobiles, the interactivity between player and game will be with the use of the touchscreen, as in macOS, Windows, and Linux. The controls will be WASD keys on the keyboard, as well as the spacebar to move and to jump. You will also attack with D or A depending on the place you are going. It will automatically do your special movements. The game will be displayed as a 2D platform and fighting game with vivid color usage that will attract the consumer to buy it or try the free trial. Going on with the game flowchart, here we have the game menu, which let us go to the save cinematics, the exit game, options, load, and start. When you start, you have to choose a character such as fire, water, soil, and wind. They all have pretty much like a storyline, so I'm going to focus on, let's say, the fire one. In this one, you will learn how to use the character, and as you go, here is where you are going to learn to use it. In the next map, you are going to go to a water and fire map. Then you will go to the fire and soil map. Then you will go to the fire and wind map. And then you will be going to a fire and fire map again to end up in this gate that will lead to the creation of darkness and light, depending on which one you choose. When this happens, you learn how to use darkness in its own environment and light in its own environment. And in the required mission where bonds stories, darkness will go to the light places and light will go to the darkness places. And that's how the storyline keeps going until there are also hidden missions that are just Easter eggs. They apport nothing to the storyline. And then you go back to the required mission where you fight with either light or darkness. And here it says, now both light and darkness will regain their places. and then you have to redo most of the places, but now using the one you choose in the place that corresponds to it. After you have done that, and there it goes again a required mission that will lead to the final cinematics, where you can choose two ally forces. Let's say you are darkness and you want fire and soil on your side, you can do that. And that will lead to a final fight, and the cinematics, the credits, and the end. It's safe to say that each character has its own special abilities, such as wind, for example, can move across the air and has a freezing breath and can to freeze objects. Soil can melt himself with the environment and has short teleportation inland, and so on, as you can see here and read if you'd like. So thank you very much. This was Rare Elements. Thank you.